Hey guys, Monkey here. It's been a little while. So yeah, how y'all doing? Sorry for being gone for so long. I've been doing schoolwork and just recently did camp counselor volunteer stuff. So yeah, with all being said though, you're all here for the review. So let's get into that. Today we're reviewing Transformers Age of the Primes Commander Class Silverbolt slash Superion. This figure here has been one I've had for a few months now. He came into my local GameStop around March, April, May, June, July, August. I say I got him around. I got him in August. Crazy how time goes by. Like it didn't feel like a month ago when I did the Defenders review, but months passed. So yeah. Either way, that's besides the point. I'm here to review this guy. Yeah, I got Superion here about 2 months ago. This figure is wonderful, but I think a lot of you already know that. So let's get into the actual review. Superion here is a Concorde with, well, I guess, one second. Let's remove the unnecessary chunk here. There we go. This is the Concorde. While this is all the combining bits, along with just Superion's blaster. This is all the combining parts. That makes it a really large plane. We'll mainly be going over Superion as a figure though. Superion's Concorde mode is quite lovely. It has a lot of this very fine and beautiful detail, with all the windows being picked out in gold, along with a lot of the nice fin detailing, greebling, Autobot logos looking as beautiful as ever. And the underside, clearly a robot, but that's just how it goes with some jet formers. Though that new Thundercracker looks quite interesting. I'm excited to see how that figure looks once more people start getting their hands on him. So, yeah. Definitely going to be a figure I'm keeping an eye out for, that's for sure. Also, if I sound a little funny, where I live, we have a lot of smoke right now down in Washington. We're suffering from a lot of smoke right now. And because of that, I've been getting a really stuffy nose. My nose is running. I've been coughing a lot. So yeah, just want to let you guys know, if I don't sound all that fine, that's probably why. I also want to apologize if this video isn't too good. It's been a month since I've done new videos. I've been kind of out of it lately. So yeah. With that one being said, let's get back to the video. Silverbolt's Concorde mode can do something pretty cool though. It can do the Concorde thing, aka just drooping the snoot, the droop snoot, as a lot of people call it. So yeah, to make it look a little more flush, I like to have it kinda here, because I feel like if you bring it too far down, it looks too odd. So raising it up a little bit makes it look a little more natural. But yeah, they specifically put a little cutout here so you can just lower it. And I really like that, because that's just really entertaining. I like the idea that they specifically cut out a little piece of cut out some material here just so you can lower the nose cone to get that. It's wonderful. Sorry, I'm all sniffly. Maybe I should have waited on this video. I won't lie, but it's been a month. I don't want to leave you guys hanging. So yeah, with that being said, we'll go into the combiner bits, and comparisons, robot mode, what other things we could do for the bits. I want to save the combined mode stuff for when I get the rest of the aerial bots and I am able to make Superion. I want to make that a separate video, because I feel like the Motormaster video and Menasor video being in one didn't work out too well. I feel like that should have been separate. And that's the same plans of Devastator. Actually, Long Haul and Hook are coming in tomorrow, which I'll be doing an unboxing video for you guys on that. So yeah, you guys will be seeing a new video from me tomorrow as well. And probably Tuesday, because I'm getting a new Blockies figure I've been trying to get for a while, along with Mixmaster in. So yeah, a few videos this month for you guys. which will probably be it for a little while, but either here or there. So yeah, now back to the parts. Gonna take some. Actually, we need Superion for this. The way these parts connect is they have these little red clips right here and here. You want to lift these wings up, and these wings tab in right into these tabs, or these tabs right here go into these slots, and same thing for the other side, tabs, slots. What you want to do is clip on these pieces right here to these thigh bits from Silverbolt. Clip it on like so. Then these little tabs right here and here will tab in right there and there. You're going to want to close it up, click it all together, and there you go. And like that, that's the full Superion here. Silverbolt, that's the full, oh wait, almost. There you go. That's the full Silverbolt Concord mode with all the extra combiner bits. I was really worried on how they would have done the combiner bits when I first heard that we were getting Silverbolt as a commander. Because I already knew we were getting him as a commander, but I was also very curious on how they'd execute this whole idea. And to say the least, I'm really happy with how they did it. Because, honestly, it looks really good. It looks like it works well together. And honestly, it does. The landing gear doesn't really touch the ground too much. So let's fold those back in. We can leave that one out. But for the most part, like everything else here works perfectly fine. This feels nice and chunky. You can swoosh this around all you want. No, nothing looks too weird besides the crotch and underside, but not many kids are going to show the underside of their jets. Plus with this, you're able to kind of put your thumb here, or like put your fingers there. You know, you're less likely to drop it, you know how kids are. You know, when they're holding their planes or cars, they like having somewhere to put their fingers so they don't drop it as easily. That's how I was when I was younger, at least. You know, some kids are different. So yeah. The jet mode feels wonderful. It's nice and hefty, that's for sure. Definitely could get like a little club out. Oh, never mind. That's a really crappy club then. But yeah. The underside's a little kibble heavy with all the red bits from Superion and Silverbolt here. But it's not that bad at all. Honestly, it still feels wonderful. The plastic quality feels great as ever. The paint is wonderful. I love the silver details and, the gold details and the silver paintwork. The red and white Autobot logos are nice and crisp. They look wonderful, beautiful, well painted. And the black nose cone has no signs of paint chipping from many times that I've had this guy nosedive off my shelf. So yeah, say at least he's durable, that's for sure. So yeah, with that being said, we're going into size comparisons. So our first figures are Deluxe Class Air Raid and Slingshot. As you know, this is Superion's, I think, left arm and Superion's right leg. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Voyager class Road Hauler. I don't think I have many Voyager class Age of the Prime figures. I think the only one I do have is Prima. So yeah, there he is right there. And I guess Voyager class Scrapper, since getting him prepped for tomorrow, I want to test out how Devastator works with these guys later. So yeah, looks lovely as ever. And finally, since I'm also not in the mood to get Megatronus out right now, I say it's pretty late for me right now. I say I'm tired. Today's been long. We have Commander Class Optimus Prime. I need to work on my camera angles again. I say this is really weird for you guys, huh? Because these are like two really big guys on a pretty tiny table. But yeah, our Commander Class. But if we remove the trailer and we remove Silverbolt's combiner bits, fold that back up, then we get a much more accurate size with our commanders. So yeah, with that being said, let's get into the transformation. First thing you want to do is pull up these wings right here and here, flipping the ends of the wings into these slots right here. Next step you want to do is come to the underside, pull off the blaster if you put it there, but if you didn't, well, don't worry about it. Come to the nose cone, push it down a little bit so you're able to get your fingers in the crack. Pull up the top front piece of your Concorde, flip in the nose cone, collapse that just like so. Next thing you want to do is untab the sides of untab the underside, the sides of the underside of our Concorde like so. Then rotate the thigh, or 90 degrees, I believe. 90 degrees to the right. Yeah. So after you bring everything down, straighten this leg out, rotate it 90 degrees, flip down this black brick right here. That's going to be our foot. Then you want to flip another piece out of there, and that will be our heel, so Silverbolt doesn't fall over. Then you repeat the same process on the other side, just like so. Next step you want to do is come to the front. Oh wait, no. You're going to want to pull this entire section right here back, like so. Pull up the head, collapse this little section right here. Not all the way though, because you want to come right here. Pull up, leave it like that, then collapse everything right there together. It all clicks in nice and securely. Next step you want to do is you want to make sure the Superion head's out of the way, so you have room to pull this section forward, flip out Silverbolt's head, and then fold out the rest of his arms. Before you bring Superion's head all the way in, you want to rotate it around, then collapse it. Now you want to be very careful here. Careful right here. These antennas have to go into these slots right here and here. Just like so. Well, make sure those are lined up. You see, just like that. It's probably one of the downsides of this figure is that it can be a little finicky. And just like that, we're almost done. Flip out the hands. Give him his blaster. And Silverbolt is done. Just like that. Now before we get into him, we're going to want to take this absolute brick right here, flip in these tabs, pull off the blaster, grab this entire back piece right here, flip it around like that, take his blaster, straighten it out. These two grooves right here go between these two tabs right here and here, like so. Leave everything down. Grab this piece. I believe all you do is rotate this upward, so you have these two grooves right here. I am like pointing everywhere but there. Right, these grooves right here and here. Same thing for the other side. Then line up with these tabs right here, 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 and here. And just like that, you have Superior. God. I keep getting Silverbolt and Superion mixed up, and I don't know why. It might be because they both start with S. The more I think about it, that's probably why. But yeah, you have Silverbolt's little wall. You know, his almighty defense. So yeah, that's about it. That's it that we're going to be... that's all... Ooh. Sorry. Stomach's being a little weird. That's all that we have to do with these parts now. Or that's all we will be doing with these parts. As everything else is for combined mode, which we'll be getting into for Superion's own review. So yeah. Now the next thing that I'll be doing is, for you guys it's just going to be like a second, but I gotta go transform all the other figures for size comparisons and get them ready. So I'll see you all in like 10, 20 minutes. Alright, got all the guys transformed. So, now we go into Silverbolt. Silverbolt here is based off of his G1 counterpart. And obviously, if you're a Transformers fan, you know G1 means Generation 1. But if you're not, Generation 1 refers to the original cartoon. Superion here, I believe, appeared in Season 2 of G1 as a combiner with... Did I say Superion again? Sorry. Silverbolt first appeared in season 2, I believe, and him and his crew got their first major, like, proper appearance in what was it, War Dawn, I think, Dawn of War, something like that, where Alphatron first made Optimus Prime. Well, Optimus, takes him from Orion Pax, upgrades him, and bam, I am Optimus Prime. So yeah, that's a very crappy description, but just what I could possibly remember. Superion here, Silverbolt here, is the leader of his team of aerial bots. Those guys being Slingshot, Air Raid, Fireflight, and Skydive. I only currently have Slingshot and Air Raid. Also, I just realized I'm actually starting to remember their names now. When I first started collecting these guys, I could not remember a single one of their names. I'm getting better at that. I'm happy with that, actually. It takes me forever to remember something. Granted, it's taken me like 5 months, but I'm getting there. But yeah, Silverbolt here is our commander class. He's quite hefty. He lost his wrist swivel, but he has a ball-jointed head. That's quite an improvement. Oh, sorry, my throat's getting all scratchy. My window's open because my fans aren't working too much right now. So I'm just breathing on. 1 second. I got something to drink. Got myself a can of soda. Some good old Crush. Orange was always my favorite flavor of sodas. It doesn't matter what brand it is. I really like Sunkist a lot. I don't know why I'm telling you guys this. You are not here to hear my thoughts on soda. Whew. Alright, back to what I was saying, though. I got a bottle of water. It don't matter. Like I was saying, though, Silverbolt here is our commander class figure he's this year's mainline commander class. We only get 2 commander classes a year, and they're either both mainline or one's Studio Series and one's mainline. And this year's Studio Series, being an 86 commander, results in, Long Haul and Hook, and then mainline's commander being Silverbolt, with next year's commander, or at least one of them, being Onslaught, which I'm excited to see how that turns out. I already love how Brawl and Blastoff are looking. I'm not sure if I told you this. Yeah, I told you guys this. I have Vortex already. I got him the same month I got Alchemist. So yeah, I keep rambling on. I apologize. We were talking about some of the backstory of this guy. I think we're done with that. Let's go into details. I keep shaking the camera. Quit that. The face sculpt on Silverbolt is beautiful. It's very accurate to the cartoon, and it just rocks his head sculpt. It's honestly wonderful. It's very accurate to the show. Unfortunately, we have a bit of a seam line here, where his face kind of wants to split. Also has one heck of a forehead right here, just like very angular. Look at that. Do like how his face looks a lot, though. That does look really nice. I love the silver paint. I love the metallic blue they got on the eyes. Oh no, that's not metallic blue. That's just normal light blue. Never mind. That's still really nice, though. Back of the head, 2 little lines right there. Bit of a indent there. His head's very simple compared to the rest of the greebling on his body, though. I mean, his chest is covered in details. And right there, we have his Autobot logo on the shoulder. Some more greebling here. Honestly, the greebling detail on Silverbolt is gorgeous. Because we got a whole bunch on the inside of his wings. On the back still from all the jet detailing. Which, the more I think about it, I should have mentioned some more of that greebling earlier. I didn't really mention that too much. I'm getting in the flow a little bit more. So, yeah. Which is, yeah, I don't know what I was going to say there. Alright. I am not making sense to you guys. I'm sorry. Back detailing is gorgeous. It's beautiful. The greebling or sculpting work on the thighs and just legs. There's no asymmetry here. It is all symmetrical. So everything on this side matches over, with the exception of the Autobot logo. That's the only asymmetrical thing on this figure, from what I can tell. Well, actually, that's a lie. For some reason, this hand is painted black, while this hand is molded in black. You can tell by this hand being much more matte, while this hand really shines in the light. I'm not sure what's up with that, but it's bothered me ever since I opened this guy. So yeah. I'm half tempted to chip away some of the paint to see if it's this material, or if it's this plastic, or if it's actually black. Which is probably the dumbest thing I've ever said, considering that it's still black. What's the point? It kind of bothers me that, hey, they painted this hand, why not this one? Or, why is this hand unpainted and not this hand? You know, it's just really weird to me. But, yeah. With that being said, we're going to articulation and finishing thoughts. And today's video, go to bed. So yeah, articulation, figure has a ball joint at the head, full 360, can look up that far, down that far, side to side, which is honestly a wonderful range of motion at the head. I love it. If you move the wings, or if you move the wing to the back, get a full 360 rotation. Elbows can go just past 90. Elbows can go back exactly 90. Arms can go out that far. There's no wrist swivel, unfortunately, but it does go in. Oh, it does go in. There is a waist swivel, but it stops about there because it collides with the backpack. The figure has two waist skirts, both of which can go up that far, or both of which can go up, and his legs can go back that far, forward that far, and out that far. And his hips are on a soft ratchet, which I like a lot, because that means Silverbolt can at least be able to hold a leg pose a lot more. He can at least hold it a lot better without me constantly worrying about it just falling forward on the hip joint. There is a thigh rotation, double knee bend right here because of transformation joints. But if you only utilize one of your knee bends, you can get this far, or if you don't utilize the normal one, you can also get a knee bend like that. And an extreme ankle pivot, and toe articulation, or entire foot articulation right there. Which, that's just a transformation joint, but if you like to use that, you sure can. Whew. Alright. Well, now we go on to size comparisons. Then closing thoughts. Alright, so for deluxe class, we have Air Raid, Slingshot, and, since he's also over here in robot mode, Bone Crusher. For Voyager class, we have Scrapper and Road Hauler. And finally, for Leader's class scale, but Commander class price point, 86 Optimus Prime. He's kind of leaning forward a bit. There you go. And with that all being said, oh, 1 second, almost forgot. I gotta keep my blockies relevant, so let's get Defender Ironhide in here, since I know some people are gonna want that scaling. So yeah, that's how your Defender class figures scale with your average Voyager class size. Pretty neat, huh? Well, I think that's about it for today's video. My closing thoughts: if you can find this guy on a good price, be sure to get him. His Superion is wonderful. I'll go more into that on his set. Whew. Tripping over my words again. I'll go more over Superion once I finish that combiner. Same for Devastator. The only figure I don't have on order currently is Scavenger, and that's because everyone keeps overpricing him. It's like $50 to $40 anywhere with that guy. which actually is very irritating for me, because now it makes my life much harder on completing an admittedly really cool looking combiner. Though I am slightly concerned about that backpack, I have faith that it's not going to affect the figure too much. So yeah, with that all being said, my finishing thoughts: Silverbolt is wonderful. If you can find them for a good price or retail, get them. You don't have to, obviously. Don't listen to me, but do at least consider. So yeah, I'll see you all in the next video. I hope you guys come back, and if you somehow enjoyed this, please like. It goes a long way. Thank you, and goodbye.